In the state of Colorado, we really want to welcome you all to the TECNA Summer Conference, and we're so thrilled it's hosted here in the state of Colorado. My role, I got asked earlier, kind of the role that Governor Ritter has assigned for his CIO. It varies from state to state, but I really am involved from everything around the challenges of modernizing citizen-facing systems for driver's licenses, for Medicaid, for benefits management across the state, but also driving out strategies in conjunction with what the federal government is doing around data and transparency and so forth. But in addition to that, the governor likes to get us involved in the economic development in the state of Colorado. And we really look at our partner, our private sector community, is such a crucial element to that. First, in helping us reform government, and really, especially in these tight fiscal times, we know we can count on our partners to come to the table and help us figure out how to do things better, but also to really stimulate Colorado's economy. And of course, one of the things we really rely on is CSIA, our Colorado Technology Association. I mean, they have been involved, at least with the Ritter administration, I know long before that, from administration transition to being involved. Sue Hawk, the president of CSIA, is on the Governor's Innovation Council, has been instrumental in driving new economic development strategies to enhance the new energy economy initiatives in the state, as well as information and communication technology as a business development driver in the state of Colorado. And in addition, they've gotten involved in bringing and convening our stakeholder groups around the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act, specifically in the area of health information exchange, health information technology. They're leading an event in 2 weeks, really helping us bring people to the table on first responder credentialing and ID management. And I really don't know what we would do in the state of Colorado without CSIA and our local association. It's just a really powerful partnership. And indeed, too, they help us figure out better and different ways that we can use private sector technology in state government. So with that, I'd like to turn it over to Sue Hawk, the president of CSIA. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you very much, Mike. I want to tell you all that we have great leadership in our state of Colorado, and Mike has been instrumental. It helps to have someone leading technology that really believes in the industry and has been part of the industry. So when Mike took on this role, he actually was called by the governor to take over as CIO. He formerly was the CIO for the city and county of Denver, and he had established such a great reputation for how technology could actually help our major city that the governor just couldn't pass up the opportunity to ask Mike to be a part of his team. So it's really been a pleasure. Full disclosure, I will tell you that Mike is on my board of directors. We're thrilled to have him on our board and thrilled to have his leadership in a variety of ways. So thank you so much, Mike. I really appreciate that. In Colorado, I just want you to take a look at the gardens here. You know, we're so proud of what Colorado has to offer, and usually what happens is that people get to see us because of the outdoor. You know, you come here to ski, or you come here because of the mountains, or you come here for tourism, and we love that. And what has happened is it's also helped us grow a huge, rich environment of technology. And we're just so glad for all of you that are visiting. And by the way, if you would like to create a satellite office for any of your tech associations, we're open. We'd be delighted, especially in Canada, all of our friends in Canada. Next up on our agenda, I want to introduce Matthew Nemerson, who is our fearless leader of TECNA. I have to tell you a little bit about my experience with TECNA. CSIA was a member long before I got a chance to come to CSIA. The camaraderie and the connections, the insight and the sharing are really invaluable. So for all of you that have helped CSIA, thank you so much, because we get so much from one another. But it takes a lot of work to keep convening this organization. And so Matthew Nemerson with the Connecticut Tech Association is the leader. And so he'll tell you a little bit about TECNA, but Matthew, thank you so much.
The first thing I want to do is, we're a technology council of councils. And the reality is that we're all equals when we come to the table. So it's opportunities like this when we have events, someone really gets to shine. And I just want to thank you, Sue, for the great work you've done for this event. Well, thank you again. We've got a wonderful staff. And, you know, it's wonderful we see people all across America and Canada. And the reality is that clearly Colorado is interested in growing its future. And you've been so welcoming to us. And quite frankly, given the budget battles that we had, if I went to our governor's mansion, they would bar the door and wouldn't let me in. And so just to be in any governor's mansion right now is just delightful after the last legislative session. So anyway, so thank you. And thank you, Mike. Thank you for welcoming us. And obviously you're going to talk about IBM in a second. Thank you for having us. So very simply, there are about 65 tech councils and tech associations across the U.S. and Canada, and we're proud that in any given year we've got about 40 to 45 of them as members of our organization. We represent about 20,000 companies, but we talk to about 125,000 companies just in our mailing lists and whatever. So that's a very, very powerful engine for obviously innovation and for growth. And as we come out of this recession, we just feel that our community is going to, I think, be recognized as the very, very important community that it is. I want to recognize a couple of people. Chris Hansen is here. He's the president of Tech America, a national group in America that we have a very close relationship. Chris, where are you? Just wave. Thank you for being with us. Also want to just sort of introduce the other officers of our organization. Ian Klugman from Waterloo is here. Maxine Bowen is over there somewhere, our secretary. And Audrey Russo, I know, is coming in from the airport. She's our secretary. Our treasurer, she's from Pittsburgh. Maxine is from New Jersey. So we're very eclectic, again, obviously from Waterloo, Canada. So we cover the whole waterfront as it is. And so we're delighted to sort of meet new people who know Sue well, delighted to see new and old friends here. And again, thank you and congratulations for pulling this all together. Thank you.